반짝이는 눈빛 눈이 부셔 매일 날 감싸주는 손길.
As the revelations continued through the Jisung Group customer bulletin board that Kang-ju had attended film school at the same time as him while studying abroad in the US. Sung-dan had no choice but to issue a standby order to Kang-ju, but when he found out that Taewong had visited New York to meet his biological mother, he became suspicious and Taewong also declared war on Sung-dan. In order to find the 100 billion won that his mother Jian had lost, Kang-ju, who was receiving help from the Capital Group, had no choice but to continue lying to Sung-dan. But Sung-dan happened to overhear Kang-ju's phone call in the bathroom and followed Kang-ju home from work and stormed into the Love Capital office. Sung-dan, who hates lying more than anything in the world because of Noyeri, found out that Kang-ju and Jiyeon were looking for 10 billion won and got extremely angry and tried to pack his bags and leave the house. But Jiyeon tried to stop him, but for a moment she realized that it was something she didn't know. Although Kang-ju prevented Sung-dan from leaving home by saying that he did it without her knowledge, he ended up kicking his son Kang-ju out of the house instead. Kang-ju, despite his mother's advice to go to a hotel, slept in the Capital office and went to work. But the waiting desk in the lobby disappeared, and after the disciplinary committee was held, he was notified that if he wanted to stay, he would be transferred to a different region and different job. Kang-ju went to Sung-dan and handed in his resignation letter saying that he would follow the company's orders, take responsibility for everything, sincerely reflect and regret, accept his punishment, and quietly step down, and that he was leaving the company. Kang-ju informed the fashion designer team that the approval was approved in one go. Kang-ju shouted that they should have a company dinner, and at the company dinner, he announced that he was quitting the company as of today, and it was a little funny that he was dressed in a toast. A drunk Kang-ju meets Darim near the laundromat and Darim offers to take him home, but Kang-ju starts complaining about his situation and ends up lying on the floor. The owner ends up sleeping at a charcoal grill restaurant and quickly eats the breakfast Hyeja prepared for him and asks him to pack his underwear for him. But Hyeja calls Jiyeon and tells her that Kang-ju quit his job and slept at the restaurant yesterday and tells her to come quickly. Kang-ju, who was at the restaurant, witnesses Sung-dan appear and enter the clean laundromat. Sung-dan hands over his plane ticket and tells Taewong that he wasn't the one who posted on the bulletin board. But at the same time, Jiyeon appears and sees Sung-dan meeting Taewong, gets angry and makes a fuss about running into the laundromat. Jiyeon cries to Kang-ju, who tries to stop her, saying that he kicked him out of the company and that she won't let those guys get away with it, and that it was her fault, but his father shouldn't have done this to him. And it seems like something big is going to happen. But Jiyeon asks Sung-dan to get a divorce and their relationship becomes bad for the time being. Are you worried that Kang-ju will leave Sung-dan's side forever? I also thought that it would be better if Kang-ju found happiness doing the movie work that he likes, and Kang-ju, who did well without a father, had high expectations for the first father and wanted to be seen as a good son. But he thought that he had disappointed his father by doing something wrong and seemed to be not doing well. But Kang-ju's biological father, with the last name So, who had not been mentioned until now, suddenly appears. It would be nice if his biological father were someone who runs a large corporation that makes more money than he do.
'Cause you are beautiful.